gonna take a couple minutes for it to show up on the site, I think.
Okay, so we have started the broadcast. So hello everybody. So we're about to go into the match, but it's going to be Trash Pandas versus Up and Atom. Your hosts today for casting are me and Mrs. Artemis.
Hello.
So the
Uh,
first map is going to be control. All the buffs and nerfs are released. No Baptiste. So let's get this thing started because I think we're a little behind. So Um, we are streaming this through the YouTube because the Twitch is preoccupied right now with another scrim. But I think we're looking at a pretty good match. Trash Pandas has played in one previous scrim. I know Up and Adams have played together a bunch. So let's see how this goes. Who do you like here, Sarmus?
let's see. My team, Chug Life, has played with the Trash Pandas in the past, and they're a very good team. I think Control is a new pickup for them, so I'm excited to see what he brings to the Trash Pandas. As far as the other team, Up and Atom, they are a team that are currently participating in the Mama's Overwatch Guild, and haven't seen them in action too much, so I'm excited to see what they got going on. I know they've kind of recently been members of the Bronze Tacos Discord, so yeah, I'm excited to see what goes on.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be awesome. We'll start right out the gate. I can see that Trash Pandas do not have a hit scan. So I'm curious how they're going to deal with this far if they're going to switch it off. Both teams have a tracer. Rhines, Moras, and I think this is going to be pretty good. So let's see right now. It looks like Trash Pandas is going up the back way. Meanwhile, Adam's going to front. And they're going to meet each other. I think a big thing is who's can win this tracer battle. Get in the back line. Because both of them running tracers.
Yeah, I mean, that Pharah is gonna be doing some damage if they don't counter her.
And Justice gets first picked on that Mercy, and that's absolutely huge. I think Trash Pandas, unless something happens here, could win this first fight. Maybe not. Psycho's already got 2 picks on the... Yeah, it looks like they're going to take it. Maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, and they've secured the point.
Yeah, I think they still haven't switched to a hit scan for Trash Pandas. I know they won the fight, but I'm still a little surprised, but I guess it's still a little harder for a Pharah to fly in here compared to any other open map.
Yeah, and what I know of Control is he plays hit scan really well. So I'm a little surprised to see him on the Reaper, actually. But he does play a good Reaper.
Karnak did that hammer right into that shield, which got nobody. Control's doing pretty good on that Reaper. He's been getting picks here and there. Oh, then that's a good pick. Psycho goes off. Oh my gosh, that was really good.
Yeah, great justice.
Oh yeah. So it looks like Trash Pandas is gonna have a few more ults going into this next fight, and they do switch the Tracer to the McCree. So we'll see how that turns out if they switch off the Pharah or not. Ooh, good 2 big picks. Oh, 3 big picks from Trash Pandas. And they're going to come right in and take this point back. Now look.
Yeah, Up and Atom were a little too split up there. They had their vulnerable heroes on the point, and then their diva up on the high ground.
Yeah, the Trash Pandas are just playing more. Trash Pandas are playing more organized. So go ahead.
Yeah, they're being like a little aggressive, and I think Up and Atom needs to get in there a little bit, stick together.
Now I am surprised that they're sticking with this far, and it looks like they exchanged for 1-for-1. Diva Bomb's going in, Lucio ult, Moira ult. Okay, a bunch of ults are being popped here. Ooh!
Oh, that was a good stun.
In a way, that was a good job. I'm trying to describe that one thing that happens, but then something else happens. And Karnak's the only one left.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get back to his team.
Yeah, he's gonna get staggered. But
right.
They do take the point back, but it's one of those things you can't lose the point. Whereas Trash Panda's gonna have 2, maybe 3 pushes to take this back. Meanwhile, Up and Atom, I mean, they lose it once and they're done.
Right. They're gonna have to really stick together here, and they have the Pharah ult now, so maybe
Trash
they can just hold on.
So Trash Pandas has oh, yep.
Oh, good pick on the Pharah.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, looks like Trash Pandas has a little bit of advantage here. But the Mercy does go down. McCree goes down. I think that Diva Bomb was more of a remake. But all the while, they're still getting percentage out of this. So they're going to be able to hold this, and they're also going to keep getting percentage out of it, which is 2 big things. So Trash Pandas is going to have 1 more shot to get this back.
And really, they'll have the Reaper ult, and maybe Lucio ult if he can stay alive, but...
Yep. I think, unless something drastic happens here, yep. Control comes in with an ult. He's the only one there. Yeah. And they're going to clean up, yep. So that first point...
Up and Atom.
Yeah, first point goes to Up and Atom. I think that was pretty even. It went back and forth quite a bit. I think in the first half of that point, Trash Pandas had the advantage, like you mentioned. They were, Atom wasn't grouped up as much, but once they got grouped up, they seemed to be like winning the team fights.
Yeah, I think now Control switched over to the Ashe. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
and
5.
Still. Yeah. Running the Pharah, it looks like.
Yeah, Up and Atom doesn't change a single person, but I just noticed Trash Pandas changed 5 of their 6 heroes besides the Reinhardt. So they're really looking for this Pharah, even though it's a more open map for her to get around. An Ashe and a Hanzo is a little hard to get away from.
Right.
So both teams are going kind of opposite ways, looks like, but Up and Atom's gonna get on point.
I think
first.
the pharmacy realized and they went back.
Yeah. Ooh. That was a bad pin. When he threw that pin in there, he got beat up. And that's gonna be a big first pick. Ooh, Mantis gets...
Alright, Control got the pick on the Pharah.
Yeah, the Pharah actually tried to get behind them, and then Control immediately saw it and turned around. That was real good.
Alright, I think the Trash Pandas have the advantage here.
Yeah. Still haven't taken it yet. I don't know. Ooh, they ate the Pulse Bomb. That was really good. All the while, what is it, Up and Atom's getting percentage out of this. I mean, even though it looks like they're losing this fight, they're still getting percentage. In a weird way, they're winning. Hanzo ult comes on spot. Diva ult. Yeah, it's a bunch of ults being ripped here. Who do you think's gonna win this fight?
I don't know, I think Up and Atom has a chance.
Yeah, I think Trash Pandas couldn't finish them off.
I think they're gonna hold it.
Yeah. Mantis barely got out of that. Yeah, they're gonna clean up. Well, this entire fight has just been staggered by both teams, honestly. There hasn't been one team grouped up. And,
Right.
unfortunately, Trash Pandas are the ones suffering from it. And Rogue Reach goes in by himself. I'm a little confused on that one. Oh, yeah, they couldn't take it.
That was a close call. That was...
Ooh.
We're all off the point.
Yeah, he suddenly shatters the Diva, but if they can kill him, it might be worth it. It does. But the Mercy goes down. So let's see what happens here. And once again, this is just all pure alt percentage. Not alt, sorry, but control point. I don't think there's been a single group up for either team here. The Justice has come in. And they might take the point back here.
Yeah, they might take, I think they're gonna take it.
Yeah. Oh, I think she should have saved that Diva Bomb. She's probably get staggered too. Maybe. Nope. Alright, so now we got some grouping up going on.
Yeah, I think if Up and Atom can get a push in there, and the Pharah's going behind them.
Well, that Forest, be very careful because she has no heals over there. Yeah, but she goes down. Yeah, both teams are trying to push in, or push each other. Yeah, it looks like Trash Pandas is going to finish them off. As soon as that fire went down, they didn't have to worry about their backside at all, and it's just a 5-on-6 fight front. Ooh. Couple good picks, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Oh, Pulse Bomb, maybe. But the res comes in. Now I think vice versa. I think the Up and Atom should just back out and regroup, because right now, like, half of them are in or half of them are at respawn right now. Oh, that Moore just got that baby Diva before she got back in mech, because his mech was coming out of the sky.
That was a good pick.
Oh. Control might have saved this for him, maybe. Nope. And Up and Atom takes the first map. That was really close fighting though. Like, I think that both teams should have grouped up more, but overall it was just about even. It was like chaos, but it was like controlled chaos. It was weird.
Yeah, it seemed like the Trash Pandas were grouped up a little more, and maybe Up and Atom could have been grouped up a little more, but they made it work and they held the point when they needed to, and then got it back there at the end. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the next map.
So we do have a sub coming in if I can find him. So Chris is going out for Up and Atom. He's already not there. And then we just have another person come in. I don't see him on the spectators. Let me find out where he's at. Meanwhile, I'm going to change the next map. Is going to be, drum roll when we look at what it is. Hollywood. I love Hollywood. So next is going to be a hybrid Hollywood. Up and Atom took the first point of Lijiang Tower. So tell me what you thought about that. Do you think that Up and Atom, even though they won it 2-0, like it was more clear cut, like they were definitely going to win by the fighting style, or do you think that it could have gone either way?
I think it could have gone either way. I thought for a second maybe it was in favor of the Trash Pandas, but just because they were holding it pretty well there for a second, but I think once Up and Atom grouped up, they made a pretty good push, so
yeah. No, yeah, certainly.
got Sherlocked. Alright.
Okay, so we got some subs coming in for the Trash Pandas as well, so got a bunch of them coming in, so let me process what's going on. So Control was going to spectators. Karnak is going to spectators. Let me see. Our rage. Justice sustaining. Oh shit, we got a bunch of changes actually. Justice and rogue rage. Okay. I got 4 people coming in and 4 people coming out. I had to process who was doing what. Alright. Alright, swap to blue team. Okay. So we got 4 coming in and 4 coming out for the trash pandas. So real quick, let me spectate blue, spectate blue. But yeah, I think that first, like you said, the first map was like it was pretty close. So I'm really curious how Hollywood goes, because it is just my own mindset, but I feel like hybrid maps are probably one of the best tellers of a team and how they play, just because it's an assault and an escort, and control maps tend to just be shorter and obviously controlly.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, you've got some different scenarios going on, and it's all about adapting, right? So, if you can adapt and
Oh yeah,
push it farther, you know.
oh yeah, absolutely. So let me make sure both teams are good, and then we're gonna get started here in a second. And once again, I'm curious how this is going to go because obviously 4 people come in and out for the Trash Panda, so there's big changes. So it's hard to determine if that same team could beat them because that same team's not in there, half of them. All right. Comp rules are on. And Kinoki, make sure both teams are good. All right, so we're going to throw us in.
All right.
So, for also anybody else that doesn't know, here the 4 maps we're playing once again are starting with Lijiang Tower, we're up and at 'em just one. Hollywood, Volskaya, Gibraltar, and if they are tied 2-2, we're going to go to the 5th map of Busan. But if one team is up 4-0 or 3-1, then we're just going to end it at 4 maps. So, let's see what we're doing here. I think I can never remember who's left and right attacking. I think Trash Pandas is going to attack first, but I can't remember.
I think it's gonna be Up and Atom attacking first.
You know, you're probably right.
I don't know.
You just took a guess in the dark. Oh, you're right though. Alright, so let's see what comps we got here. So, it looks like a 2-2-2 from the Up and Atom, and then another 2-2-2, yeah, from the other side, from Trash Pandas. So, curious as how this is going to go. I know Justice usually plays DPS, so I'm really interested to see him on this Rhine. Same thing with Barricade. Barricade plays a lot of DPS, but he's on the Diva. So I think they have 4 DPS mains for Trash Pandas. I could be mistaken. So let's see how this works out.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know that I'm familiar with all their players, but we still have God Indigo on the Mercy.
Mm-hmm. I do know God Ingo got picked off a couple times in the as the first pick in the fight's last match. So you might want to watch that a little bit. That Doomfist for Trash Panda is sitting all over there by himself. Or he's circling over. Doomfist gets punished. Wow. I think that Ryan's in trouble though for the Up and Atom. Yeah, he is. Yeah, and Up and Atom's got to back off in this fight. It sucks they had first pick, but they just couldn't push in hard enough.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna get punished. It's just more staggers. They need to back off. So what do you think of this so far? Like, do you think Trash Pandas looks like a different team from what you saw in last map?
Not really. I think that it's about the same. I think Up and Atom is doing better. They're grouped up here, and
Yeah, I agree.
I think maybe they got a little too staggered in the beginning, so they don't quite have all their ults like the other team. They just gotta regroup and coordinate their ults and get in there.
Killer High Noon. That probably helped save them there. Yeah, but it looks like Trash Pandas is going to hold this. But it looks like alts go in favor of Up and Atom by a little bit. I've noticed Mr. Squiggly's died 2 of the 3 fights first. But he does get rezzed.
Notice that there's 5 of Up and Atom behind there, and then the D.Va in the front.
Yeah, I noticed that. Looks like Up and Atom's really going to push into this fight. They're throwing ults in there, and it looks like they should take it. Leaf Scales is still up there by himself, just kind of shooting down. I don't even... Alright, so Up and Atom does take it, and Leaf Scales does fall. I think that was more of a just, I want to respawn and get back with my team die. Right. So they do take it with about a minute and a half left, and then they obviously got the time boost of 2.5 minutes. So let's see how this push goes. I'm a little surprised Trash Pandas is pushing it further up, and Rogue Rage goes down immediately. I've noticed about 3 of these 4 last fights, Trash Pandas have their player go down first, and that's not really going too well. Obviously, getting first pick in a fight if you can't res it's really big.
Yeah, I think he was getting picked off pretty fast with the Doomfist, but Hanzo's almost got his ult. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Psycho was gonna get more with that. So it's like they are gonna push up. Barricade does switch from the D.Va to the Zarya. Oh, big D.Va bomb. That's huge.
That's a good bomb.
They need to push in. Good hammer. He gets 2. And unless something...
I think they'll be able to get this point.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. Unless something drastic happens, they're going to take this. And they pretty much went that entire second point without getting stopped. That was pretty much just a clean push. But everybody knows the 3rd point's the hardest. Psycho Manus does go down. But they're going to keep it rolling. So, let's see. Trash Pandas is pushed up to that edge. I'm curious if they stay there or keep falling back. Barricade. Oh, they switched from the McCree to the Reaper. And McCree and Junkrat are both on top. Not McCree, sorry. Reaper and Junkrat. Oh, but he does go down to Leaf Scales. Half the battle is going on the high ground, half it's on the low ground.
Both teams trying to flank and meet each other.
Dragon's right down the center. Here goes. Oh, that sucks. Insane had a really good shatter, but unfortunately that high noon got him. With that high noon buff, it's practically doubled your damage with half the time. It looks like they're kind of stall right here. Moira does get a pick.
Yeah, they'll get their teammates back, but they might end up just Oh, they might get... Never mind.
Yeah. What that? I mean,
Yeah,
you
they're
know.
just gonna keep getting staggered too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems to be have worked so far, but now with Trash Pandas having the spawn advantage, I think they're gonna have to hold back.
Yeah, I mean, you know it too, well too. Like even if you're attacking at this point, like with up and at 'em, and you get first pick, you have to pursue, because that person you just killed is going to come back within 20-30 seconds, and you have to hurry up and get in there.
Right. Right.
You can't pitter patter your feet. Yeah, kind of like they're doing now. They're pushing a little bit. Oh, big grab. Now up and out, and they should back off here. Probably, but I'm not sure. Big high noon by Leaf Scales. Yeah, they're gonna have. I think up and down's gonna have one more fight here. But they're gonna have one more fight, and look at the ults between both teams. The ults for up and Atom, I have almost 6. Meanwhile, Trash Pandas has 3. So let's see how this goes. Oh, but Psycho goes down early. That's not good. What do you think, Artis?
Yeah, I think they all gotta get behind Ryan's shield and coordinate their ults to get in there.
I mean,
they got everything right now.
If you're with up and out, you can't die and not use your ult almost, because you're not going to come back.
Yeah. It's down to the point, and no one was with their tank.
Yeah, nobody was with that Rhine. And they're going to rip every ult they have here, which is obviously what they need to do. It's just supposed to force there with the Reaper. I don't think we're... Oh, big high noon coming. Maybe not. Maybe. Yes. Oh, it's a huge hammer, but nobody can get there. Yeah, and Trash Pandas is going to clean up here. That was a really good hold by the Trash Pandas. They got steamrolled in that second point, but they really made up for it there, which is a lot easier to obviously hold somebody at that third point.
Indeed. Yeah, I think I think both teams are kind of throwing ults out. Also, it's like, I don't know. I think with just like a little more coordination, they could get a little bit more value out of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Trash Pandas is gonna get this point on first push. I don't know, it's just a gut feeling.
I also think they're probably a little more aggressive than Up and Atom. Up and Atom, when they're all together, they make a great push. But I think the Trash Pandas are making it hard for them to do that also.
So interesting with the Bastion and Torb for the defense for Up and Atom. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I think I agree with you. The downfall for Up and Atom is their aggressiveness. The downfall for Trash Pandas is, I would say, most of the fights they lost. They got picked first. Like their person went down first, with the exception of like the last few third fights, because they were just third. But all these other fights, they had a Pearson go down first. And Up and Atom's going to set up right up on the point here with everything. So the McCree, it's going to be really hard for them to do something, because McCree really can't shoot past that shield. But the thing is, even though they can mow them down, if they get on point, somebody's got to drop a contest from Up and Atom.
Yeah, I mean, they're either going to have to stop him right there or drop down and defend on point.
It looks like they're going to try to get upstairs to him. The Torb turret does go down. Yeah, and they're going to start getting these picks. Yep, their back line's falling. Even though they got to pick with the bash, I still don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, you know, they...
Yep. Yeah, they took it first push. Like you said, their Trash Pan is just more aggressive. Even with that Bastion Torp there, they went right up there and basically said, you know, we're not going to sit there and let you just shoot this Bastion and Torp turret us. We're going to come to you and get you.
Yeah, and you know, when you think about it, it's actually pretty smart because the entire time they're out of both of those heroes' LOS, and they're able to just go right up to them and deal all the damage that they need to without being picked by just being down their line of sight.
Oh, absolutely.
It was smarter to take the battle right to them than just try to keep pushing and just getting mowed down.
So I noticed some switches. So Up and Adam went with triple tank Symmetra now. So let's see how this goes. Oh.
No picks
Big.
from behind me.
Yeah. Up and Adam's gonna be able to clean up here. Maybe not. Maybe. Make 'em. Yeah, both teams are ripping alts, but Up and Adam should win this fight unless this Doomfist can do something. No, he can't. So Up and Adam gets a big stop because if they lose this fight, then they're on their heels with about 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Also, they
Symmetra.
Leaf Scale switches to the Far, which is pretty smart considering that Up and Adam does not have a hit scan right now. It seems like both of these teams are recognizing changes and like kind of countering each other, which is pretty cool. So Leaf Scales does get the Diva for Up and Adam. Up and Adam's got 2 big picks. I don't think that was the best Symmetra shield. Yeah, just kind of exchanging 1 for 1 on each side. Oh, good hook on that Zarya.
I think the Up and Adam are gonna hold it here.
Yeah, they are.
I think the shield helped a little bit. I think, I don't know. I really love Symmetra, so I can't say it.
That's your name spelled backwards. We all know that.
I love me some Symmetra.
Oh my gosh. But, yeah, okay, so it looks like Trash Pan's going to push back in here. They switch from the Far over to the Reaper. It's still the Baby Diva. Or not Baby Diva, that's the Mercy shoot. So Symmetra does die first, the Zen goes down, so it's not looking good for Up and Adam. They're going to push that Arista and kill her.
They just went right in front of that shield. They just said, screw it. Just charged her.
Yeah. Now, Trash Pandas, I like what they're doing. They're pushing up, they're getting these kills, they're trying to stagger them so that Up and Adam can't get a clean group up.
Yeah, I think they're definitely making it pretty difficult. Like, you don't want to lose too much payload progress, but at the same time, like, you gotta attack them. So.
Oh yeah. So, Trash Pandas, they're kind of looking for. They're already moving up, looking for kills. They're probably gonna get that hog, unless something can happen and get out of there. Nope. Now they don't have to get it all the way. All they have to do is get up to that one little point up there. If that Zen didn't trance, that Diva and Ryan were going down. A lot of ults being ripped. But it looks like Trash Pandas is going to win this fight. And Up and Adam's got to get back in a big hurry if they're going to touch this. And I think they got this, yep. So Trash Pandas takes the second map. We're tied 1-1.
Alright. This is exciting.
It is. I think it looked like a different Trash Pandas team. They were more aggressive, and they, I don't know, they did more. I don't know how to describe it. Leaf Scales for Cree was really good.
I think maybe they know that that's their strength right now, and they're playing into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they made some
But
big
like,
switches, and it turned out, it proved to be good.
but again, when up and at 'em, when they're there, they're making great plays too. So, you know, I think maybe they're just like getting warmed up, and I'm excited for the third map.
Yep.
See which way it sways.
So it looks like we're going to have, once again, a bunch of subs coming in. So before I forget, I'm going to switch the map, and the next map is drumroll, Volskaya. Okay. Just switch that over real quick. And then we're going to have some changes. So it looks like about 4 people are going to come in and out, I think. So I know Leaf is going to go out. Shabus is going to stay in. Rogue Rage. Rager. Yeah, Rogue Rage is going to go out. Justice is going to go out. Squiggles is going to go out. And then Barricade's going to stay in. Okay, sweet. So basically, we got 4 coming in, 4 coming out for Trash Pandas. So once again, brand new 6 people, in a sense, that are playing together. So what do you think about all this switching? Do you think it's kind of good to like mix things around, or like do you think it's better to kind of just keep a solid 6 in there?
I don't know. I think it depends on the team, because I think some people can offer different things that other people can't, and maybe, you know, there is definitely an advantage to bringing in some subs, or it's interesting sticking to the same 6, because, you know, you got to work a little harder to try to counter, and maybe if you have a limited hero situations where I can't like flex to what we needed, and we only had 6 players, so it
Oh
can
yeah.
be a little more difficult in that sense, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I completely agree. And so it looks like Up and Down is gonna have no swaps, and Trash Pandas they said they're good. So I'll give it a quick minute so that everybody can talk it over, and then we'll get started in a second. So like I said, one time 1-1, we're going into Volskaya. Curious how this is gonna go, because once again we got a new Trash Pandas team. It looked like 2 different teams in the first 2 maps, so I'm wondering if we're going to see a third new team, per se, in terms of playstyle. So, actually, we'll throw
It's
us
been
in.
pretty even so far, so
Yeah, it's been pretty even so far. I think Trash. I think it's going to sound weird to say. I think Trash Pandas won by a higher percentage on the last map than Up and Atom won on the first map. If that makes sense. Like Trash Pandas looked more dominating on the last map than Up and Atom looked more dominating on the first map.
right.
I know I word things weird.
No, I was a little distracted, sorry.
You're good. Okay, so it looks like I think, what is it? Sorry, Up and Atom's going to be attacking first again. How do you feel about Volskaya? Do you like it? You think it's a good map?
I do like Volskaya. I think it's a really interesting map. I think you can really play a lot of different comps and strategies on this map. It has different ways to go. I think it's pretty versatile, honestly.
Mhm.
I know I like to do a lot of different stuff on this map myself, so
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those maps that, like, I don't know, like, both points are definitely not easy to take on either side, really.
yeah, for sure. I think second point is obviously a lot harder, and I think this wasn't my favorite map to begin with when I first started playing Overwatch.
Now, oh my
now.
gosh, they did a sim strat around the side and they lost the Mercy in the water. That's gonna be killer. Wow. And it looks like they're gonna wait to fly back, but I mean their secrets were revealed per se. And, yep, Psycho goes down. They're kind of just sitting there waiting on that Mercy, but they already had the fire down and they're kind of spread out.
Yeah, they got. Yep.
Divas might get out of mech. Yeah. Not sure what happened.
Is gonna push to point.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's not much other team there. They're kind of gonna get staggered and die. Yeah, and Trash Pandas is gonna clean this up. So I'm curious if they try to go around the side again. I feel like going around the side is like so. If I see a Symmetra on attacking on this map, my first thought is either one, they're gonna come through this window above the point or the checkpoint, or two, they're gonna come around the side.
Yeah, I think it really depends on team awareness and stuff, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And
yeah.
It just depends on whether you see him going past that little.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See him going across the hallway, you know.
Oh, Psycho. So Psycho does get a pick with that, but I mean they're already down people. They've lost their Mercy. Oh, but good shatter. And Up and Out's gonna throw a lot to this fight. But so is Trash Pandas. Control's doing really good on that Ash. She's gotten a bunch of picks in this entire point so far. Yeah. So I mean, just like that, that D.Va might get staggered. She better watch out. So Psycho switches off from the Far to the Doomfist. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Cause he's been running Far for most of the match. So Up and Out is probably going to have one, maybe a second rush to push here. And they're down on ults. Doom might die in this back line. He is.
Yeah, I think probably Trash Pandas have much better ult economy. They're gonna have to. Oh, ooh. That's a good pick though.
Yeah. But I mean, I was wrong. They are gonna if Up and Adam backs off right now, they can get one more push. They just need to get out of there. One of the biggest things with team fights is you need to recognize when you've lost person. I hate to say it that way. It sounds bad. You don't want to lose, but it saves you time and saves the other team not getting alt charge.
Plus the stagger.
Oh yeah. So the area should be able to touch here, which they do. Oh. So 2 picks and 2 picks of each. Each side is 2 picks. Oh, the Mercy went to rest and she got hit by the Bob. And a full hold. That's interesting. Full. I feel like full holds are more common on this assault map than a lot of other assault maps. Because I think of full hold on this one, I'm like, alright, you know, it happens. And I think of full hold on other maps, and I'm like, oh wow, that's rare.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that definitely happens a lot more often
Yeah.
on this map. I wonder if we'll see some Symmetra again
Yeah,
on defense.
I'm really curious. Well, they need to figure something out to punish Trash Panda's aggression, because I feel once Trash Pandas gets like a taste for blood, like getting first pick in a fight, they go all in, which they should.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to figure out how to, like, one, like punish their aggression, and two, they need to learn when they've lost a fight. Like, I mean, well, obviously you can't back off here because one tick and you lose. But when you're attacking wise, you need to recognize when you lose. They probably could have had one or two more fights up and at them if they just backed out in the entire like 4 minutes they were attacking. Interesting to see Barricade on the Sombra. I haven't seen him play on Sombra much, but he's been playing really well. And seeing with the control, both of their DPS are really beating the DPS from up and at him. And you're right, Up and Atom does run that sim again.
I'm about it.
I know you're about it. So, let's see what happens here. Trash Pandas is kind of just sitting. I think they're looking for a opening to go in. They got sim turrets on the other side of that billboard. Karnak's shield's getting burned, so is Psycho. Psycho's on Rhine. That's interesting. Ooh, Insane gets a good pick on Sombra. Catches him in the back line. Control's up top there. He bounces down. And they haven't even come through that center yet, so they probably don't even know those turrets are there.
Yeah, and they're punishing that deep.
Yeah. I'm actually a little surprised that when they all went over to get the Diva, that Trash Pandas didn't rush in after them, because they had their backs turned. Sombra's trying to do...
Yeah. Trying to get on their back line, but I think they're lure cover a little too soon.
Yeah, she can't seem to get a pick because I guess they're so clustered, but she's going to keep trying. So that Ryan is going to get punished where he is if he doesn't back off. Look at him by himself up there. Yeah, he's going to get high. He was all by himself. This isn't looking good. Yeah. I think Trash Pandas should take this. And they do. The Trash Pandas wins the third map of Volskaya. Once again, that looked like a different Trash Pandas team. They didn't seem quite as aggressive as last map, but they were more aggressive than the first. I guess these different comps, players, just call for different ways of playing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, and I think the Trash Pandas just kind of waited till the last second, which didn't really overwhelmed it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me switch up the map, which is Gibraltar. Okay. So the next map is Gibraltar. I guess I find it. There we go. So, let's see who's going out. If I can find it. Okay, sweet. So, Control is going out. Shabush is going out. Karnak is staying. Pippa staying. Rager is going out. And Barricade's going out. So I'm going to switch these teams up actually. So that way they don't attack the same sides. Mr. Red Team. So what do you think about this, Artemis? Do you think that Trash Pandas can seal the deal next map, or are we going to go to map 5?
I have a chance.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because I don't know. Look like Up and Atom had a really good start, but they've really stalled out since. Okay, Rogue Rage.
Yeah, I think it could maybe go either way. Maybe Trash Pandas stay really aggressive and overwhelm them, or
Yeah, either
defends
way.
really well.
Yeah, and once again, we got another different complete comp coming in from Trash Pandas. So like, it's so hard to say. I mean, when you have all these different teams, it's hard to predict how another team plays because you just haven't seen those 6 play per se. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And this is the first time I've seen Up and Atom
Yeah.
play, so
Yeah, Up and
it's
Down's
pretty
playing.
awesome.
Up and Down's playing good. I think they're just making a few mistakes here and there that they can fix. Spectate red. Spectate red. Spectate red. Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna make sure everything's good to go. We'll get started in a second. So my prediction, I will say, is I think that Trash Pandas is going to seal it up here. Um, it looks like Up and Atom, like we haven't talked about all night, they haven't been aggressive as Trash Pandas. The only person that's really seemed aggressive on the Up and Atom is the Ryan, and we've noticed several times where he's gone in and died by himself. I mean, he goes in and it's practically 3, 4, 6 on 1, and he's just not getting any heals and dies, and it's happened a bunch of fights that's really just not worked in their favor.
Mhm. Yeah, and the Trash Pandas are definitely making it to
Oh yeah.
stay together and pushing up and staggering them even.
Right. So I set it up here so that what is it? Trash Pandas attacks first. So I know the last 2 maps that Up and Atom has attacked first. So switched it up a little bit this time.
Initiating match.
Just go 5 healers and 1 Doomfist. That's the new meta. This meta may not look like perfection, but it is.
Approved. Artemis approved.
Now I know you want just a Symmetra with 5 healers. Get your wall
Not
for 5
all
seconds.
the time.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see what we got here comp wise. So looks like on the defense for not Psycho, sorry. Yeah, they still haven't picked much. They're still missing 2 people. I guess they're deciding who they want to play.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Do I smell a triple DPS? I smell a triple DPS.
You're smelling right.
Now we'll see how this works out because with 2 I know unless your Ana's really good, which I mean they might be, but it can be harder to hit 3 DPS small DPS with an Ana. Because usually Ana's not meant for like tanks and stuff like that, but we'll see how this goes. The Trash Pandas goes right out and they're just gonna get, well, Justice gets picked, but they try to push it. The Symmetra's under the bridge
And
by
then
herself.
Sim's by herself, yeah.
They kind of just let him.
Juma's being pretty aggressive, so
Yeah, they kind of just let them push it under that bridge. I'm a little surprised by that. They just kind of let them do that. I mean, and it looks like, ooh, they got
gonna
2
have to
picks. I think they dropped it a little bit too late. And wow, they took that first point like that. Just about.
yeah, it's really hard to hold that first corner there.
Well, the thing is, they didn't even hold it. They just sat up there, they pushed it, and then they got 2 staggered. I mean, I mean, I want to say that Trash Pandas did good, but half of it was App and Adam's fault. And now they're just gonna go up and get the staggers. Yeah, Up and Adam needs to back out and group up right now. Like the Zen and Mercy are right by themselves up there, and that Zen's gonna get punished. And they're just steamrolling this right now. Up and Adam is just not grouping up like they should.
They're gonna have a lot of time on the clock unless they can
Yeah.
group up and really take care of this.
So Up and Adam does switch over to the Hog, so they have a 2-2-2 now. It looks like they are gonna get some picks here, get res. Some good picks. So it looks like they are gonna hold here, which is just in the nick of time, because if they had lost this fight, it would have been not good. No bueno. So it looks like alt-wise that Trash Pandas is a little ahead of them. And look, that Ryan's in there by himself. Look at him that far in there. And I think they're gonna punish him. Being that close. Maybe not. A bunch of alts being ripped here. Pretty big soldier alt.
His friends just keep charging each other.
Yeah. I keep seeing both, like you said, I keep seeing both Rhines charge each other, and I don't think I've seen like a Rhine die. I think they finally just get back up and put their shields up. Okay. So yeah, they are kind of stalling out here. It looks like Trash Pandas is kind of sticking back a tad bit in this regroup. Ooh, as Zen was up a little far. He gets picked by Justice. Ooh, they need to back up for Up and Adam. Well, a good pick on Mr. Squiggles.
Play around that corner there.
Yeah, that more alt's gonna burn some of them. Good hammer, good hammer. Can they take advantage of it though?
Good shutter.
They do.
Into the iris.
Ooh. So risky trance. Oh, yep, they're not risky, I guess, because they got the picks. So here we go. They're gonna start pushing it again. Shark does get a good pick on the Zen. Two huge picks.
The iris.
Right, so it looks like that Up and Adam's starting to get a little bit of defense here.
That was a good hook.
Yeah, that was really good. So I'm looking, and yeah, they're gonna definitely hold this. But I mean, Trash Pandas still has 3 minutes plus to push this. Psycho's gonna rip his ult, kind of keep them back a little bit. Good pick on Karnak.
I've got you in my sights.
Soldier ult's ripped. Ooh, that Hog didn't turn around to see those people in that room. So let's see. So Trash Pandas is going to try to push in now. So what do you think? You think they can get this push, Artemis?
The big shatter, I think they can hold it though.
Yeah. Trash Panda's just throwing all
I don't know if Trash Pandas have the follow-up to the 2 ults that they had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, they're getting the picks now, but they throw a lot of ults in that fight, so they almost need to win this, because if they don't win this, which... I'm just looking at it. I'm watching the payload. Not... yep. Yeah, they hold it. So Trash Pandas is really stalled. They were rolling at the first 2 points, and once they took the first 2 points, it's really stalled out. Ooh, Karnak's lucky he didn't get picked there. Ugh, not the best shatter. Oh, he goes in. Run, don't get punished. Ah. Oh, excellent hook. I know Junkrat got credit for that kill, but it was a really good hook. Alright. I mean, they're kind of exchanging 1 for 1, but once again, the defender spawn is really working in the favor of Up and Atom. And it looks like in going to this next fight, Up and Atom is going to start out with more ults, but it looks like Trash Panda is going to catch up pretty fast. Well, people, let's go down. I keep watching that hog. He keeps hitting some dirty hooks. The Zen does get res.
The Trash Pandas, their Justice, their Hanzo was down, so now he's coming back.
Yeah, Karnak's going down. Trash Pandas has had a...
gonna be stacked.
Oh, excellent hammer. Let's see what happens with it. Keep in mind, there's about 22 seconds now. So Trash Pandas is going to have 5 ults going to this next fight. And it looks like, granted, as long as none of them die, they're also going to get 5 ults come in as well. So it's going to be Alt City. So exchange 1 for 1. Bunch of ults. Oh, that was big. Huge ult.
Tire.
Yeah, that tire sealed it for him.
Great defense.
Yeah, Trash Pandas wasn't as aggressive as they were those first 2 points. It seems like once they stalled out, they were trying to figure out like what to do first, because they would like get picked first, or they just weren't going in as hard as they probably should have. So.
Yeah, I mean they maybe could have gone fuel storage area, or maybe tried a different approach and thrown them off. I think maybe just ults and just not being able to push around the corner.
Oh, while we have a minute, Artemis, do you want to talk a quick second about our new Twitch thing?
Oh yeah, so we reached partner on Twitch, so we are now able to accept subscriptions and bits to the channel. So if you like, give us a subscribe and on the Twitch, and follow us and check out our Bronze Taco Nerfed League that's coming up.
Hell yeah, you said it best. But yeah, no, it's gonna be an awesome thing with the partnership with the Twitch, because it's gonna allow us to do more things as well as the people that follow us. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, and we might even reach partner before then, which I think is pretty likely. We've gotten some good Twitch love over the last couple months with everything that's going on, so hopefully we'll see more people around and watching our games.
So let's see what we got here. Leaf does go back to the McCree. He was really hot with that McCree on Hollywood. Oh, the Hall goes in by himself behind. I don't know if that's the best move. He's gonna... Oh, Karnak's going for a ride. But he does get froze. So it's about 2 picks and 2 picks for each side. The Zen will get rezzed. Interesting, we haven't seen a Mei out of the Trash Pandas tonight, I believe. But they are going to hold there. I like how that Moira's up top. You see her, she's like just kind of healing and damaging up there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I think that's a...
Into the iris.
I wonder why that Zen trance. I wonder if he was getting picked off in that back line. I couldn't see.
Yeah, I kind of missed it too.
Yeah, Up and Adam needs to back off here. This is one of their biggest faults right now. Is they kind of just go in and get staggered. They need to back off. Trash Pandas has been punishing this all night.
I mean, they made a great push, like up until just the start of the bridge there. So
Yeah.
they just gotta all get together and fight him.
Yeah, and interesting switch to the hamster. Good hammer. Oh, the tire doesn't get anybody. The rod does get a pick and they start moving it, but oh, the hamster gets picked. Oh, yeah, I've seen some good charges from Insane.
Good pick. Yep. Yeah, good charges. And this whole time they're getting payload progress, so...
Yeah. Oh, it's a huge pick on that Mercy. Up. You gotta get on point. There you go.
Nice push from Up and Adam.
Yeah, I think if they had lost that, they would have been in real trouble because they would have had like less than a minute left and like a must-have. So I guess it gives them a little bit of breathing room. It always sucks when you take that first point in overtime because, I mean, you already barely took the first point, which is the easiest. What are you going to do on the second and third?
Mm-hmm. Right. The struggle.
Yeah, so Leaf Scales goes from the McCree to the Tracer. I don't think that was the best hammer. Yeah, Up and Adam might want to back out here. Yes. Yeah, Up and Adam's going to lose this fight. Oh. So let's see what happens here. Both teams have hamsters. That's pretty cool. You know, it's funny. You see hamsters a lot in gameplay, but you don't see it as often. Both teams having hamsters. At least I can't recall.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing hamster a little more, especially on this map.
Oh, that's a good minefield. Look how spread out those mines are. Yeah, and they're just getting staggered again.
Pick Karnak for extending. They're gonna get this hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna need to regroup here.
Yeah, unfortunately they should have regrouped 2 minutes ago. Just as good as get a pick on Psycho. And meanwhile, this payload is slowly moving back as well. Oh, good hammer. Good hammer.
You in my sights. Into the iris.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. It's about
60 seconds.
probably one, maybe two pushes left for the up and at 'em. What do you think, Artemis? Do you think they can get it?
I don't know. I think Trash Pandas are gonna defend it here.
Yeah, it's not looking too great for the up and at 'em. They got no more picked off. May's gonna freeze that Rhine, maybe. Yep. Yep.
Great pin from Karnak. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Up and Out of them are gonna be able to keep going.
I mean, they're gonna be able to touch here with that hamster, but I mean, it's just staggered city. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. They do get two big picks, but I don't know if that's enough. I say that. Oh, they get 4. It's just the main hamster left. That hamster.
Yeah, it's down to this last push here.
Awesome. And they do get him. So, they are still alive, but barely kicking.
Now the Trash Pandas are just over here waiting, so
Oh yeah, they're grouping up. They're giving this one more shot.
I've got you in my sights.
So 2 picks. So 3 picks on 1. Let's see how this goes. Mr. Squiggles is still on point with that hamster. May's back. Are they gonna get it?
wrong.
They do. Wow. So,
Nice job.
alright, so it's crunch time here. If they get this to this point, we're going to map 5. If they don't, then it's ended. Now, something I've been looking at is Trash Pandas is slowly building up all their alts. So, if it happens, which it probably will, they're going to have about 6 alts on deck. Mr. Squiggles is getting those bombs really fast, or mines. There's 2 alts ripped for Trash Pandas. Psycho does get a pick on now, Justin. That's a big hammer.
Not a lot in the end though. Like they're doing a good job of just like baiting them out for a moment.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was
3
huge.
of 6 used. So
Oh my gosh. Can they
that
do
was
this?
Great picks from Sherlock.
They
Yeah,
need.
I think they got a chance here, even though there's spawn advantage because
They got to get there.
yeah, none of those ults really got value.
I think that May ult might kill him. Maybe not.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh my gosh, they get it. Wow,
Nice.
and we are tied up going to a map 5. Wow, this is really intense. See,
Play of the game.
talk about crunch time. You're in overtime in the middle of the second point, and you have to win practically every fight, and you do. That's pretty amazing. You don't see that too often. So what do you think about all that?
I don't even know anymore.
Alrighty, so we are going to go to map 5. It is going to be Busan, and we'll take a couple-minute break, and everybody's going to probably tell me the maps, or not maps, but the players that want to go in. So let me adjust this real quick. And yeah, no, I think I agree with you, Artemis. I thought they were going to stop them at that second point. I thought it was going to be over. They won 3-1. You know, let's go home and go to sleep. But no, they pulled it out and they had a really good win.
Yeah, they kind of made that happen last second, and it's all down to this last map.
Okay. So once again, we got some subs coming in and out. So let me just make some adjustments. People staying in. Leaf is staying in. Let's see here. Peepa's good. Leaf is good. Rager. Rager going to spectators. Just you're going to spectators. Just squiggles, you're going to spectators. Okay, cool. Control's going in. Ships going in. Rager. So interesting. We've been rotating back and forth. So I'm really excited to see this last one. It's you know you know Up and Adam started out strong winning the first map. Trash Pandas won 2 in a row, and then Up and Adam pulled it out of the bag this last map as well. It's been very back and forth. I want to know your prediction for this last map.
Well, I don't know. The last control map, we saw it's kind of with the upper hand there. So, Son, I still don't really understand this map. So, I don't know. I think I enjoy watching other teams play on. It's kind of a difficult map for the
Yeah.
control, and
So
it can definitely depend on the comp pretty heavy. So, like, we'll see what the comps are.
yeah, I think this is a pretty even matchup so far. I think Trash Pandas has shown. I don't know. Even though it's 2-2, I think Trash Pandas has shown a little more than Up and Adam has in terms of the overall gameplay. Like I think like a good portion of Trash Pandas has looked better, but Adam has looked better in crunch time when it's a must-win fight. Most of the time, Up and Adam
They pull
pulls it out.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they showed that last time. They showed it. They had to win.
Mhm.
They went against more alts in that last push for Trash Pandas against Trash Pandas, and they still pulled it out. So we're gonna get started, and we're gonna throw us in, and I'm gonna give. I think personally that Trash Pandas is gonna win this last one 2-1, only because I think Trash Pandas has been more aggressive, and I don't know, just a gut feeling.
Okay. Yeah, I think Up and Adam can. Guess we'll see.
Oh yeah. So let's see if they keep running like kind of similar comps. I noticed. Well, both teams have been switching it up, but obviously, I guess having the same 6, you're gonna have more consistent comps with Up and Adam. Meanwhile, Trash Pandas is they've been switching players in and out, so you kind of expect more different comps every map, just because of the player styles.
Yeah.
But both teams have been playing amazing. And let's see, Control's on Widow. That's pretty cool. I know he plays some Widow. He's really pretty good at it. Slayed by him a couple times. Leaf Scales is on the Tracer. CM Punk's on the Reaper, and Sherlock is on the Junkrat. So, interesting. It looks like Trash Pandas is going more divey. Barricade still hasn't picked yet.
4, 3, 2,
He goes Monkey. Yep. So it looks like they are going almost a full dive for Trash Pandas. Meanwhile, on the other side, they're going with a more traditional just 2-2-2, and they switch it from the Junkrat to the Symmetra.
I think the Widow is going to be pretty crucial on this map.
That Pippa does get hooked and go down early. Ooh, that Symmetra.
Such a small point though. Once you get the presence, you gotta keep it there.
Oh yeah. So I know Trash Pandas really hasn't run dive all night, at least in the last format, so I'm curious if they stay with this dive. It didn't work, but it can always work. I know a big problem was that D.Va got hooked right at the beginning of that fight. And for a dive to work, you need to have all the pieces to the puzzle, kind of like goats.
Definitely.
Gets hooked again. That's the second fight. Oh, it gets out though. Oh, they switch. They do switch it up. They're not going dive. They're going with the Rhine. But Shiba's goes down early. So the res does go on to the Mora. Oh, control gets hooked. Psycho's hog has been on all night ever since I've seen him. He's had some really dirty hooks. He's looking for another one. He gets it. Now it looks like Up and Adam's looking a little more aggressive here. They're kind of going up pursuing the kills rather than like just staying back, waiting for them to come. So control goes off of the Widow and goes to the Pharah. Rager goes from the Rhine to the Rissa. So it looks like Trash Pandas is kind of going to slow this down a little bit. Simwall goes up. I'm watching the Hulk and he's really trying to hook that far. Oh, Sim gets punished. Now it's going to be approaching 99% here. Good hammer. Can they make anything out of it though? Big ult. Let's see what happens here. It's not looking good. Leaf comes back from the Tracer to Reaper. Can they touch? I don't know. Nope. The first point goes to Up and Adam. Trash Pandas didn't look like what I've seen the last few maps, because they went from a dive to like a Rhine to like an Orisa. They kept switching it up, and they really couldn't get too much of a consistent ult charge, because you know when you switch up characters up, you can't build ult charge, you know.
Yeah, it seems like they hesitated a little bit to kind of really push into the point.
Yeah, but it does look like that they are going with a more of a traditional. I know Leaf has been playing McCree, Control's been on Ash, so they're doing something a little more consistent now. Meanwhile, Up and Adam said, "Hey, we won the first map with this comp. We'll do it again, or try to." So they're going to meet each other upstairs. Oh, Rager goes in. Let's see what happens. Does he get punished? Shoot. So Rager went up and got punished. Yeah, that's a big pick. And Leaf does get res. I have a feeling Trash Pandas are going to push it on this. They should at least, because they don't have a mercy. And had D.Va's behind him a little bit for Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas isn't really pushing in too hard. They're kind of just sticking back. Up and Adam's just sticking on point and trying to recruit percentage.
Yeah, I think they're hoping to get a couple picks before they get in.
Yeah, and that D.Va gets hooked by the hog, and Mercy just saves her just in time. Oh shit, I should get down the back. Smell alt. I smell a alt. There it is. Ooh, really good by Leaf. Ooh, Mercy tried to res that and she couldn't. So it looks like that Trash Pandas are trying to start getting these picks, and probably might take it here. Ooh, D.Va almost got pushed off edge. I'm not too big about that, Reinhold. Alright, so they do take it back at 69% to 4% in counting. So what do you think about all that? Do you think Trash Pandas can take this straight up to 100% without like losing it?
I don't know. I think it's possible, but I also think that this map, Up and Atom, seems to be a little more coordinated so far.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta really jump in with their Rhine there, but
Yeah.
just compared to what's been happening so far, the Trash Pandas aren't as aggressive.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, it looks like Trash Pandas is going to hold this. So,
They hold it, yeah.
yeah, and Up and Down's going to have probably one, maybe two pushes, depending on how fast they can regroup. Look how low our Rager is. He gets healed now, but still. It is low. And looks like they're going to go downstairs, which is a tricky place to go. Oh, another hook on that diva. That diva's been getting hooked all night, at least on this map and last map.
Well, it's gonna be a good pick to push in here.
Oh yeah. Oh, big hook on, big pin. Big ults coming out. McCree ult in the back, gets the mercy. And I don't think they I can touch. No. And just like that, we're going to map 5.3. And this is some good Overwatch. Definitely no shutouts today. Close fights. Both teams are really neck and neck. And I mean, it all comes down to this. But both teams are probably on the edges of their seats. You know. But either way, whoever wins loses. Both teams have been playing amazing. And I know after this point we're going to end, so shout out to everybody watching. Thank you for tuning in with me and Artemis. Trash Pandas versus Up and Atom. Once again, we're on map 5.3 and Busan, and let's kick this off.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
Ooh, Sherlock on the Torb. You have my attention. Okay. So both teams are going to go straight to point. Ooh. Hog hooks him and gets a good hook. But he does get rezzed. The Trash Pandas is down a person right now. Oh, Ryan charged him off the edge. He just kind of booped him off in a sense. Wow. So it looks like Up and Atom does take this first. But Sherlock does go down, the Omni. Alrighty. Now, Trash Pandas is grouped up. They're going to try to push in. I'm curious. They're going to go around back, actually. Some of them are. And they get picks. I know it doesn't sound like much, but going around that back seemed to really throw off Up and Atom a lot.
Yeah, at first I was like, why is the Rhine going in by himself? And I was like, they've just completely used Rhine as a distraction.
Yeah, and it worked because I guess
right around him.
Up and Atom thought that all the players were still with him because, I mean, obviously if they thought by himself they probably would have rushed him and killed him, but, you know, they just got pummeled.
Yeah, and Leaf is doing a great job on McCree.
Yeah, speak of. Now, let's see how Up and Atom goes all this. Oh! He can't get his ult off. Yeah, it looks like Up and Atom might lose this fight. and they need to regroup. Alright, so Up and Adam's probably going to have one, maybe two fights to win this. Or not win, but take the point at least. And right now, Trash Pandas are tick-tocking with that clock. Ah, Sherlock goes down early. That's not good for them.
They gotta be together.
He does get rezzed. Big hammer. But Ryan does charge in. He kind of gets staggered. And they have the picks. Lucio Waltz gets pop for Trash Pandas. Diva gets D-Max for Trash Pandas. Oh!
Oh!
The hog
nice
said,
hook.
not this time. He's got my...
Hello.
Alright, so we're in overtime. And Leaf is really pulling it out clutch right now. Because I thought that Up and Adam was going to win that, but it doesn't look like that. They're going to take it. And just like that, Trash Pandas wins. So,
Great game.
yeah. They... Really close game. It was... Came down to the wire. Map 5.3. Wow. And CM Punk gets play the game with Reaper. That's pretty awesome. So, that was a lot to take in. That was a lot.
Oh, that was a pretty exciting game.
Yeah. So, recap a little bit. Trash Pandas just beat Up and Adam 3-2 and maps, and came down to the last map 5 on point 3. So it was really close. Both teams did amazing. All the players, everybody did good. I really enjoyed this game, and I hope you did too, Artemis. It was really close, and yeah, I really enjoyed casting with you.
Yeah, you too. I'm really excited for seeing more of. I know there's lots of teams around, and just kind of to the bronze tacos. So I hope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, thanks for everybody watching, and we will see you later. Have a great night, everybody.